viewers, welcome to Northeast Highway Watch. In this series, we are going to check out the condition of highways in the Northeast. The central government pumps in crores of rupees on these highways. But are these funds being properly utilized? Do these roads offer smooth driving, or are they unrightfare for the drivers and the passengers? We shall check out on all of this. Today, I am standing on NH37, often referred to as the Imphal Jiribam road. This is a lifeline of Manipur, more so because an economic blockade is going on in the other highway, which is NH2. Let's check out on NH37 today. Of all the 49 odd highways in the Northeast, National Highway 37 running along 356 kilometers from Sutarkandi near Karimganj in Assam to Bhali in Manipur is often in news, mostly for undesirable reasons. Of the 356 kilometers total stretch, it is actually the 212 kilometers from Imphal to Jiribam which has brought the road into the scanner. Often called the Imphal Jiri Road, the highway here becomes the sole lifeline for the 16,29,000 odd total population of Imphal Valley whenever a blockade is called on the other highway, namely National Highway 2, which is a regular phenomenon here. National Highway 2 and National Highway 37 jointly bring in almost all the essential commodities needed by the landlocked state of Manipur, but sadly, around 10 hours to drive the stretch between Imphal to Jiribam. Sadly, today the condition remains the same. At the time of the shoot, a blockade was going on NH2, and so we hit NH37. The road from Imphal started off quite fine with intermittent agricultural fields and small shops. Despite the blockade on NH2, there is a clear absence of passenger buses going to Jiribam or even jeeps and other vehicles on NH37, despite the state government of Manipur's assertions that passengers are travelling freely and blockade is only economic and restricts movements of commodities and not passengers. Just out of Imphal city, we hit upon a long row of trucks stranded on the way. These trucks have already delivered their cargo to Imphal, including food items, essential supplies, gas cylinders, etc., and are awaiting clearance for returning to Jiribam and from there to Assam to bring in more supplies. But alas, the wait is long and often stretches on for days and weeks, during which the poor drivers and helpers are left with no alternative but cooking, eating, sleeping and running their lives from this road.
इम्फाल से हम लोग सिलचर आता है एफसाई का चावल लेने के लिए, तो हम लोग को रास्ता में दिक्कत होता है, जैसा ब्रिज का दिक्कत हो गया, उसके बाद रास्ता का दिक्कत हो गया, रास्ता बहुत ख़राब है, उसके बाद ब्रिज में एक सिंगल गाड़ी जाता है, तो उसको बाद अभी बंदी चल रहा है, कम से कम हम लोग को प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, अभी 3-4 महीना हो गया प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, यूएनसी ब्लॉकेट करके रखा है, तो प्रॉब्लम हम लोग को बहुत दिक्कत है, प्रॉब्लम रास्ता में खाना बनाना, उसके बाद गाड़ी ख़राब हो जाता है, उसका भी बहुत प्रॉब्लम है, सामान मोटर पास नहीं मिलता है, तो क्या करेगा, हम लोग को तो अभी चलना पड़ता है.
The same fate is met by truck drivers at the other end. that is at Jiribam, wherefrom they bring in their trucks loaded with goods. Despite assurances from the Manipur state government that all is well and convoys of security forces escort the trucks on fixed days, the drivers claim that they often have to wait for weeks in the alleys of Jiribam as the convoy can guard and hence take only 300 trucks at a time.
जिरीबम आने के बाद हम लोग को एक साइड में रास्ता है एफसीआई के पास से रास्ता, उधर में हम लोग 5 दिन के लिए 5 किलोमीटर अंदर में गाड़ी घुसा दी गई। गाड़ी कम से कम 3000 के आसपास गाड़ी है, तो 300 गाड़ी लेके आती है सीआरपी की कानवाई। 300 गाड़ी में हम लोग 15 दिन वहाँ में रहे। 15 दिन के बाद हम लोग कल 30 तारीख गया, 30 तारीख की कानवाई में हम लोग इधर आए, तो 20 दिन हम लोग को वहाँ में बैठ के खाना पानी खाना पे। अब बहुत परेशानी है, रास्ता भी बहुत ख़राब है, तो बहुत हालत ख़राब हो गया हम लोग को, ना नहाने का, धोने का, ना खाने का, बहुत परेशानी है सर। तो रास्ता के लिए बहुत दिकदारी है, 20 दिन में गाड़ी खाली हो रही है, बहुत हालत ख़राब है बस।
The line of trucks continues till the Kaithal Manbi Bazaar in Imphal West District, around 10 kilometers out of Imphal city, the state capital. Security personnel zoom past once in a while, many in bulletproof vehicles, making one realize the grim reality that this is a road where there is a perpetual risk of militant strikes, and a convoy was attacked with IEDs just about 2 days before our trip. The road condition starts deteriorating right after Kaithal Manbi Bazaar. Some road works are going on at certain patches, but by the look of it, one can understand that it would take long to complete. The workers are not aware of any deadline, and there is no manager or overseer to ensure that a good pace is maintained. Many children too have been put to work at several sites. The bad road continues for another 30 odd kilometers to Tupul. Tupul is around 50 kilometers from Imphal city, and till this point, from the time one leaves Imphal city, there is no eating joint, no fuel station on the highway. For food or water, one has to travel up to None, which is another 15 odd kilometers further away. None is one of the newly created districts of Manipur and falls in the hill area of the state, which is dominated by the Nagas. Earlier, this area was in the Tamenglong district. The None Bazaar has several small family-run eating joints, but unfortunately, since the time the blockade started on NH2 and counter-blockade was imposed on the hill people by several angry traders of Imphal Valley, most of these eating joints fell short of rice and vegetables, which comes from the valley area, and started turning away customers. After knocking the doors of many joints, we finally found some food at the Zilyangrong Rice Hotel. So I am in a hotel in None right now. We have rice, we have fish, we have vegetables, and we have chicken. So here we go. We start off with the vegetable. Hitting the road after lunch, one found that the highway has deteriorated further. The scenery around with River Irang running nearby is beautiful in stark contrast, but that is little solace to people on the road or to the villagers en route. This is the Awankhul village, a little distance away from None. We found young Katalin Kamai singing with his guitar here. Perhaps he has reasons for happiness even in the gloom, one thought. But no, people are not happy with hill-based underground group NSC and IM, nor with civil organization United Naga Council for imposing the blockade, but are reluctant to say it openly on camera.
I finished my graduation from Liberal College of Manipur. Now I was searching for a job. There is no development in my village.
ये बस्ती में गवर्नमेंट स्कूल नहीं है और पानी वाटर सप्लाई नहीं है, और उसके बाद में गवर्नमेंट का फैसिलिटी भी नहीं है, इधर गवर्नमेंट का सेंटर भी नहीं है, इसलिए हम लोग बहुत तकलीफ से रहता है.
The highway which passes Awankhul is worse than many village roads, and is a nightmare for drivers and a real potential axle braking trap for vehicles. Drivers who drive along this route are perpetually scared as any vehicle damage might lead to horrific ordeal, as no mechanic or motor spare parts are available en route this highway and no repairer willingly comes here.
सर यहाँ तो खाने के लिए उपास होना पड़ता है। सबसे बड़ी बात यहाँ पानी पहली नंबर नहीं मिलता है। पानी अगर कोई घर में मांगने चाहिए तो घर वाले पानी नहीं देते हैं। अगर एक बाल्टी पानी देंगे तो 100 रुपये मांगते हैं, 20 रुपये 30 रुपये लेके ही देते हैं पानी, ऐसे देते नहीं हैं। लैट्रिन वूटिंग की बहुत दिक्कत है सर। उसके बाद यदि राशन किनने जाइए तो जो राशन हमारे इधर में मिलते हैं 50 रुपये में, वो राशन यहाँ 300 रुपये में भी नहीं मिलते हैं। डीजल का दाम यहाँ अलग से अगर लेने से 120 रुपये पर के लीटर मिलता है। अगर डीजल अगर रास्ता में कहीं गाड़ी यार ले लिया तो गाड़ी आना मुश्किल हो जाता है सर। सबसे बड़ी मुसीबत ये है, अगर गाड़ी का कोई कारण रास्ता में अगर कोई चीज़ ख़राब हो गया, ये मशीनरी सामान है, कहीं भी ख़राब हो सकता है। अगर ये ख़राब हो गया सर तो ये कभी ये जो जिसका गाड़ी ख़राब हो जाएगा वो बुरी तरह से फंस जाता है सर। उसको निकालने के लिए फिर कोई उपाय होगा या नहीं होगा इसका कोई कहना मुश्किल है। मिस्त्री को अगर आने बोलते हैं तो बोलते हैं हम उधर जाएंगे नहीं, जाएंगे तो ये 5 रुपये का काम है, 5000 लेंगे फिर भी नहीं जाने मांगते हैं। अगर जो ड्राइवर का नॉलेज है वो अपना करके जाते हैं, जिसका नॉलेज नहीं है वो फंसे रह जाते हैं सर। उसके लिए भी कोई कन्भाई जो है उसके लिए कोई दिक्कत, वो कन्भाई कुछ नहीं कर पाते हैं। बोलते हैं तुम्हारा गाड़ी ख़राब हो गया तो तुम समझो, हम नहीं रहे करे सर।
The road around is bereft of tar, while the surroundings are full of dust and rocks. Even the vegetation around here is all dusty and grey with no trace of the green that perhaps it once was. A little investigation revealed that the last time the BRTF or Border Roads Task Force, which is in charge of maintaining this highway, blacktopped the same was in 2008. Since then, rains rushing down the hills have long washed off the tar. Okay viewers, so now we are 18 kilometers out of None. The blacktop of the roads have absolutely disappeared here. There's dust all around, there are rocks all around, and this is the state of the National Highway 37 at this stage. Works are going on at this patch also, but the pace is slow. Soon we hit the Irang River Bridge, which is getting a new signboard, the Pushpak Bailey Bridge. Unfortunately, the bridge is under repair and we have to wait. The temporary repair works will take a minimum of 4 to 5 hours, and so the engineer and his team are cajoled to put some planks for our vehicle to pass. What if more people demand such favors, we are asked, but we point that no other vehicle is around. What is of more concern, however, is the fact that the once installed iron planks on both this bridge and the next Barak Bridge have been replaced with wooden planks. Drivers told us that there is no provision for usage of wooden planks on these bridges, even though the load capacity is only around 20 tons. They allege pilferage.
इम्फाल जो रास्ता जो है इससे हमको चला हुआ हम 25 इयर्स हो गया। उसके बाद में जो पहले जो रास्ता है वही है, अभी भी कोई रास्ता में बदलाव नहीं है। और ब्रिज जो है थोड़ा सा बदलाव है लेकिन कोई बदलाव नहीं है जैसे। उसके बाद में जो ब्रिज में जो हम लोग ये जो पार करता है, सिंगल गाड़ी पार कर सकता है, डबल गाड़ी पार कर नहीं सकता है। उसके बाद जो है गाड़ी जो है अभी तक जो है ब्रिज जो है अभी तक कोई मतलब प्रोग्रेस नहीं हुआ। रास्ता जो है इतना ख़राब है पहले से और बहुत ख़राब हो गया। अभी जो फ़िलहाल थोड़ा मेंटेनेंस हुआ, ये मेंटेनेंस होने के बाद में तो कोई ये नहीं हुआ। जो गाड़ी हम लोग अंडरलोड में जो चलने का लायक नहीं है ये रास्ता में।
Dusk descends by the time we reach the Barak Bridge, and we still have a long way to go before we can reach Jiribam, the nearest place en route where we can get a guest house or hotel or any lodging for the night. En route from Imphal to Jiribam, there is not even a single toilet. We cross the next important bridge, Makru, in pitch darkness and watch as vehicles cross the bridge slowly, one by one. The highway continues to be in a bad state. Well friends, we have almost reached Jiribam now, crossing 212 kilometers on National Highway 37 from Imphal. The journey took us almost 10 hours, and I must say that the journey has not been a very happy one. Almost half the distance of around 90 to 100 kilometers comprises of bad, rocky almost broken down roads. The 3 bridges that we crossed en route on rivers Irang, Barak and Makru are ramshackle. There are very few eating joints and no public toilets en route. My verdict, National Highway 37 needs urgent repairs. This is me, Madhumita, signing off for today.